Ciao, bro.
Ogano chure aso coach, but no bagati no. Ogago chure aso coach, but no bagati no. Abo. Brother Masikwala Makine Sike Kiweli Sigiru Basabo Esio Ima Wanawa Kesine Ne Madam Makiwelendo Ego Imanabu Kage Makiwe Esendelu Enyedia Unine Kero Sabo Nduhe Nduhe Mborabo Weekend to Hasa Nduhe Mbarabu a weekend to Hasa Sabo Atutala la Nike, Atutu Nike, Niabego Kenya.
Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Thank you, lovers of freedom. My name remains Raphael Chiamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. By the grace of God, I am reaching you in my own capacity also as the Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I serve under my Prime Minister, Odogu Mazi Simon Ekpa. Whatever you call him is what you should call me. Whatever my Prime Minister is what I am. I support him all the way to the end. I support my government, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And I am also under authority, my Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Akbarawa Soni. We follow protocols, and by the grace of God, Biafrans are getting the dividends and the results of every effort we are making for the restoration of our own homeland. Now, a bit here and there, as we continue the conversation on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, and the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Very, very quickly, I want to present, there's a video that our Prime Minister posted. You know, some of them are beginning to see it the way it is. They're beginning to say the truth. But I'm going to touch a little bit on Afonja. And maybe I should quickly touch on the Afonja because that one was the last one I got. Let me show you something. You know, the Afonjas are the ones crying the more. They are the ones wishing, you know, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must not come out. There's another thing I should have also touched on, you know. And if there's time, I will touch on it also. As I hope maybe we don't get so much, you know, of. I'm saying this because I. Also, so much of you know, people in our room. We will get to touch on that. There is this post that one Afonja Christian, born again Christian. So that's why when people tell you they go to church, I'm going to church, a blue church in Isi. Just be very careful. You better avoid them. I better have a friend as a native doctor than I have you a friend as a born again Pentecostal, especially Afonja Church. Afonja. This is the news. The Afonjas are celebrating and are sharing, and they are using this narrative, which is completely false and not true. They're banking on that narrative. And then you see the news that brought it. It said news. This thing is a news. No news name. No profile picture. News. Just news. Because if you are a news station and you carry a news like this, intelligent people will scrutinize you. But because this is Afonja, what you see is news. You see this news. What is the name of your news station? Who is the owner of this news? Look at it. Admin. There is no picture. There is nothing there. But who is sharing this particular news? Look at this Afonja lady. Look at this Afonja lady by name Buki. Look at her. And this is the picture this one posted on Sunday after coming back from church. This one here, this is the picture he posted. How did I know she's the one? Look at her now. She's the one that posted it. Look at the post here that she posted and then what she wrote about it. I'm going to read what this Afonja, they said the devil is beautiful. Just imagine when you see this one now, they go church, you see this one, born again Christian, holy sister, no holiness unto the Lord. Look at her. But inward are dead men bones. Inward are whitewashed sepulchre. They are very, very common with their Afonjas. Now I'm going to show you what this one posted. What did she post? Look at that. Where am I? This thing should hold on. I'm going to bring it back. This thing used to misbehave sometimes. This is mine. All right. Okay, this is what she posted. I'll bring it back now. Okay. All right, that's it. Hope if I'm enlarging it, it will enlarge for me and for you. Okay, good. Okay, now she said, who will negotiate with a man who single-handedly sponsored financially and with utterances the burning of businesses and important sectors in a working economy and the state Lagos? She's accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of this, so there's no evidence, there's no way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ever did anything like this, but look at what Afonja is sharing. Who will negotiate with a terrorist who initiated and supported buying and kidnapping of women and men and children? Ask her where's the evidence. She doesn't have. You know why? Because she's Afonja. A beautiful Afonja. Now, she said, who will negotiate with the leader of the #2 terrorist organization in Nigeria, IPOB? Are you listening to him? Who is #2? What makes IPOB a terrorist group or made them #2? Fulani herdsmen, Mieti Allah, Boko Haram is not a problem to this Afonja. IPOB with flags calling for their freedom. These idiots, this Afonja, Lucifer, Lucifer. Look at the name she is calling IPOB. It didn't end there. She said, this criminal, look at her, as beautiful as she is, she can't even comport a good English. This criminal, Nnamdi Kanu, must remain there. That's what this Afonja posted. You know what? Why did I choose to focus on her? There are many of them on social media. But when you see this one, you say, ordinarily you would think that this one have brain or there's something in her. In her comment section, you just see them. See this one commenting or commenting, Owolo Gbemiga. This one say, Omo Luaba. I don't know why this thing, whenever I want to enlarge, it doesn't allow me. Let me see. Okay, maybe I have to reduce this one first. Why doesn't it allow me to enlarge the other ones? Let me see. Okay. From there I can enlarge. Okay. Now I enlarge this one. Look at them. The comment that this one wrote. Owo Logbemiga. Omoluabi Ronu. Torawa Pupo. The nightmare of Obingos and Obidiots. Your natural beauty is heavenly. Heavenly made. Happy Sunday to you, dear sister. This one is heavenly made. Tell me, if things are like this are what are in heaven, then Lucifer shouldn't have been cast out of heaven. That is if heaven exists. If there's anything like heaven and things like this will make heaven, or anything like this will come from heaven, then Lucifer shouldn't have been sent out of heaven. Let me not elongate her discourse. Let me just leave the idiot alone, and then we'll go to other matters. Now, I think it is important I bring this other idiot that is here. Why do I want to bring it? You remember this man here, Ekpa. Do you remember this video? I will play it now.
I'm saying this because I know that tomorrow somebody will record what I'm saying now and keep it for him to see. Any message coming out from him, from me, from this mouth, writing updates, it's coming out from him. Don't add, don't subtract. I don't even subtract. So I encourage you to pay attention to my updates. I'm not the kind of most trusted. Go and write it down. I am his most trusted. Most trusted. Not.
Why was this man insisting on making you believe that he is most trusted, and that any updates coming from him, you should only focus on it? Why? He never knew that a day like this would come, because he knew that he will be giving you updates from the zoo, updates from the criminal Janjaweed, update from Afonja, update from Tifnubu. That is what he was already. They already prepared him to be giving you updates because they already planned to eliminate Onyendumas and Nnamdi Kanu. But eventually the bubble busted and he was stopped and casted out to the bottomless pit. And today, where is he? Where is he? Do you remember that this idiot actually accused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in one of his outings recently that it was an abomination what he did in the court? Do you remember? Now ask this idiot, where is he hiding to come out and explain to us that abomination Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed? Is it not the same abomination that is leading to whatever is happening today? To the extent that the Zoological Republic, even their courts, have officially admitted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is completely innocent. Why do I say that they admitted? Yesterday, they admitted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is completely innocent. Let me prove it to you very quickly. If they did not admit that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent, why are we having a discussion of negotiation, go and settle out of court? If the judge, Binta Inyaku, have not come to the conclusion that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent and free and should not be heard one day further, why do you think they're having a thought of negotiating? Go and negotiate. Talk with AGF. Go and settle with AGF. Hello? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is actually a terrorist the way they call him, or is actually a criminal the way they call him, why the need for go and negotiate, go and talk with AGF, go and settle out of court? We all know who Nigeria is. We all know the hatred they have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We all know how they intend to suffocate him and end him. Yet yesterday, there is the issue of negotiation. Do you remember Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all smiling yesterday? We didn't know the full details of what happened yesterday in court. We didn't know the full details. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, remember he told them in one of his utterances that yesterday, he said, make sure that everything is recorded, not the one you will come and adjust it or change it. He made that statement. Do you remember? I don't have that video handy here. He made it. He said, make sure that you record everything. He saw them because he saw that everything was in his favor and that he is moving majestically to freedom and that he is choking the zoo to the extent that they are now talking about negotiating. Go and meet AGF. Go and negotiate. Go and settle out of court. And now they are twisting it to say he's the one that is asking to negotiate. Okay, even if he's the one that is asking to negotiate, and you say he's a criminal, a terrorist, and the judge accepted and admitted that it should be so. Hello? So it now boils down to the point that even the judge herself admitted yesterday, in disguise, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is completely innocent. Otherwise, there won't be need for you to be negotiating. Now, I am buttressing this point because of Ekpa, Ekpa, who said he was the most trusted. Did you ever get to this point at any time? Was there any hope to get to this point at any time? These days, anytime we hear that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court, I was thinking that maybe they will still do those things they do. But no, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu comes to court, they bring him to court, he relates with everybody, he moves up and down, the press will come and talk to him. When Ejiofor was the most trusted, did you hear anything like this? Was there anything like the judge who negotiated? They were even begging for him to have his clothes changed, and they never adhered to it. But now, they are now begging to go and negotiate and settle. Do you think if Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is really the terrorist that they are accusing him of, they will get to that point? They would have done everything they want to do to him. But they can't. They can't do anything to him because he's holding them. Ojihana they are screwed to Ojihana Buramu. Not Buramu Kojiha. Holding them tight, pressing it very hard. And we are encouraging that pressing by making sure we do our own on our own side. The people that are still parading themselves as underground sewage rats, DOS, you see them. This narrative that the Afonjas are sharing, do you know that that's the narrative they are also sharing? One of the idiots called MNK Gift was actually supporting this post that I talked about now. He was saying, you don't stop being emotional. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is begging. He is begging. Go and ask Ejiofor. Go ask Alo Ejimako. It was Alo Ejimako that did it. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is begging. Stop it. So you see, everything these underground sewage rats DOS are doing now, it is standing on the side of the zoo, standing on the side of Nigeria. Do you understand? And you heard the response of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu when that lawyer, the journalist was asking that question. And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu responded with wisdom and made sure he put her in her place and told her, look, I didn't request for anything. They kidnapped me. They brought me here. So why should I be requesting? They are the ones that should tell us whatever they are doing. So that's it. That's the way they roll. And we are also rolling and making sure we will show the zoo why we are Biafrans. So we, Biafra Republic government, under our prime minister, we are doing the needful. We're moving forward. And that video from PM's stage, I will bring it now, but before I go to get it, choose there. You are the only one in my room. Just in 2 minutes, please make a comment, and I will get that video if I can play it. If I miss it, maybe later in the evening, I will go to it. Choose there, please grab the mic.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, good afternoon. The gear that you are showing, you see, some of them are ghost streams, as I see. Some of them are the perpetrators that we have, and I want to use this opportunity to talk to some of our people, Yoruba people, those who know the road, those who have sense, to warn their people, because the Northerners are playing the game they know very well by trying to use them against us. They should be wise. It is earlier now that we are shouting, let them be wise, let them not be fool, let them not be fool. Let them listen very well, like this type of person that is doing this damage.
What's happening to you? What's happening to you? What's happening to you? I'm not hearing you anymore. Chooks. I'm not hearing you anymore. Anyway, let me bring the video I need to play. I'm not hearing you anymore. So I have to go ahead and do the needful that I'm doing here. Okay. All right.
To seek some form.
All right. Chu said that, I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you. Just let me step you aside. Uday Daniel, please, sorry, we will not be able to take another person. Let's just listen to this video, and then even if I cannot analyze it, we'll analyze it later. Please listen. Now they are saying they are admitting gradually, small. They are admitting small. Okay, let's go.
Faces charges of 7 counts of terrorism, which he denies. But in court earlier today, Mr. Kanu's lawyers said they were ready to enter into negotiation with the federal government through the Office of the Attorney General in an attempt to seek some form of reconciliation and settlement, to which the presiding judge, Justice Binta Nyako, said he had no objection, and it was up to the parties to agree on the way they want the matter to go. So what happens next? Could this be a way out for the beleaguered separatist leader, or is it just another dead end? Well, for more on this, let's turn to Arise political editor and director of news, Sumner Samba. Good to see you, Sumner.
Thank you so much, Charles.
Just tell us more about today's trial.
Yeah, very important, conclusion, at least by both parties. Nnamdi Kanu is saying that the provisions of the law actually provide for a discussion. And if you actually look at Section 17 of the Federal High Court rules, it actually allows for the court to intervene and provide, a ground for some sort of reconciliation that could actually lead to an out-of-court settlement. And so if Aloy Ejimako, who is actually the lawyer for Nnamdi Kanu, is actually saying that this could be used to settle this issue, and Adewale Ademoyega, Aomolo Ademoyega, actually saying that—
Who represents the
federal
government,
government, saying that, look, you can actually do that, but my client, the federal government, only asked me to prosecute you, not to actually get into negotiations. Then you have to go to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice to actually put your demand before him, and it's left for the federal government to actually consider or not. So it could actually be a way out of the crisis and the challenges that we have. Because look, Charles, if we've had Bello Bodejo, who is the president of the Mieti Allah, association, Cattle Breeders Association, who was charged with terrorism, and he had his terrorism charges quashed recently, why can't we look for a political solution to this? We also have Sunday Igboho, who was having the Yoruba Nation agitations. And we could see how that issue was taken off. Now, the issue at stake now is why that of Nnamdi Kanu continues to linger. And it begs us to believe, when one begins to see the attitude of the Nigerian authorities to what is happening in the Southeast region. And that's why sometimes myself and others continue to question the sort of lamentation strategy by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, when he keeps lamenting that until Simon Ekpa, for example, the factional leader of IPOB, is brought into Nigeria,
right,
that
the guy
issue
in
cannot
Finland.
in Finland, that it can't be stopped and all of that. The issues are bigger than Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa.
Did you hear what this man called Musa's parading himself? He said it's lamentation strategy. I love this video. I love this particular video. I want to do analysis. Every day something new is happening. Something new is happening.
Issues of injustices, grievances. I would have heard elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark say not quite long ago, when he turned 97, that one of the things that should be done is to assess the grievances of the country and see how those issues can be settled through restructuring, through good governance, and for the federal government to give certain powers to the component parts of the federation so that these issues can be resolved. The issue is not necessarily Nnamdi Kanu. The issue is not necessarily Simon Ekpa, but those in authorities have failed to actually take a critical look as to what is making these agitations, secessionist groups to actually spring up, including in the incumbent president's region, over and over.
Yeah,
that's
a
good
point.
There needs to be a new strategy, and that strategy, it's more politically inclined than military inclined.
That's a good point.
We've been wasting bullets, guns, ammunition, and everything, and this issue hasn't stopped.
Wasting bullets. They have been wasting bullets. This man, I don't know who gave him this wisdom. They have been wasting bullets. And oh my goodness me, this is interesting. Very interesting, all right?
Soldiers being killed.
Yeah. That's a good point. But specifically in Nnamdi Kanu's case, is there a point to be made that the reason they're holding him the way they are is the fact that he was granted bail? So there was no issue of prejudice or anything at that point. He was granted bail, and then something happened, and then he skipped bail, and then went forward and in violation of all the things of that bail when he
that was in
left the country.
2017.
Right, and then they had to sort of spirit him back, even though the process by which he was brought back is considered illegal.
Yeah, but it's called extraordinary rendition, when the government engages in illegality to actually get someone who's
I'm wondering
wanted.
whether that is a consideration for why their backs seem to have got very stiff over the issue right now.
Yeah, I understand how bitter the Nigerian state is. And of course, there's no government that will stay aloof and watch what's happening in the southeast of the country, where you see on specific days, you have sit at home, going on with a whole region losing, so much to, these separatist groups. I mean, there's no government that will watch, these people wanting to take over a region. But for how long are we going to continue this? And if we've been able to make a success out of the fight against insurgency in the Northeast with the Boko Haram, it's been able to go down, and we're able to do this de-radicalization policy by the defense.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that this man is yet also to get right. He said they have been able to control the insurgency, that it has gone down. It didn't go down. It didn't go down. That's why sometimes no matter how they try to say the truth, they will never be completely truthful. Never. Did the insurgency go down completely? They are negotiating with terrorists. They are having meetings with them. They are crowning them. In Zamfara, the whole local government of Zamfara, they are under the control of terrorists. The leading terrorist man in Zamfara, which he happened to be the center of terrorism, is now an emir ordained. With all his terrorist gangs, they are moving freely in Zamfara. So how did it come down? No, it means that they have had their way. They've had their way. Nobody changed their ideas or changed their mind. They have had their way. No churches anymore. Churches have been eradicated. People are no longer doing any Christianity. When you come up with Christianity, they will deal with you ruthlessly. So that means terrorism has taken over Zamfara. And this man is saying that it has come down. This video needs a lot of analysis. But the most interesting part is where he is actually analyzing some of the things that the government have done, the Nigerian zoo government have done. He said he knows how bitter they are. Of course, they are bitter because they are evil. That's why they are bitter. Because if they are bitter, they will stand on the side of truth and resolve whatever problem that is going on. But they would not, because they are evil with their bitterness. A lot to be said in this video. A lot. Thank you. And what's his comment? Pastor Van, when you addressing the world on Easter's Day and said, welcome to the mafia media folks, they are listening and paying attention to every move. Pretty does. This is a result of that, hands down. Thank you. I don't quite understand, but thank you very much. All right. The thing is that we are going to continue. And honestly, anytime I want to make analysis on a video, time constraint. Time constraint. This video needs at least 1 or 2 hours. 1 hour is too small. 2 hours of analysis, because a lot, of the truth he admitted here, and a lot of things, he didn't get right. But I'm more concerned on the truth he admitted here, which they have failed to admit. You see the newsman. The newsman is a Biafran. He's an Igbo guy. That news guy, Charles, is a Biafran. You see the way he's trying to ask some very subtle questions. But this man is the one that actually told him it is extraordinary rendition. But he was trying to water down and polish the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The news guy was trying to water it and make it look like it was something that they did because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail and they brought him in a way. But it is called extraordinary rendition. And then the man actually called it the way it is, in an illegal way that the government undergoes in bringing somebody into the country. A lot is happening. But our prime minister is winning, Biafra Republic government is winning, and we are advancing. My name is Afonja, aka Pastor Van. Until I see you again later this evening, Umuchineke, keep the fire burning. Airborne.
You don't say to mama, you don't redo. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They they massacre the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwoki Kabiama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories, these reckless foolanies. They conquered the Lorraine, fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle State every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwoki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists. Like the man called Shegumi, terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dixinabioni, terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Batami, terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorists. They stop the people from farming, terrorists. Abubakar Malami, terrorists. Mainstream media swami, terrorists. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information militant liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafra hands fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless, Chukwoki Kabiama bless, Conscientiousness bless, Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, one them run them out of Oduduwa land, one them Pararapana, run them out now, yo. Divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away Biafra. Black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus gave away Biafra.
It's your flight.
There's so much that Biafra come, Umokoko, mad people everywhere. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he depend me, yo, gaga. He depend me, yo, gaga. He depend me, yo, gaga. This your G. He depend me, yo, gaga. The one thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The one thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. He depend me, yo, gaga. Mama, he depend me, yo, gaga. In this your G, he depend me, yo, gaga. Sabotu has he depend me, yo, for you. Forbid that it, forbid the fools everywhere. Forbid that it, forbid the fools everywhere. Forbid that it, forbid them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to fest. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to fest. When we talk about our freedom, we're going to fest. Yeah, he depend me, yo, gaga. Mama, he depend me, yo, gaga. In this your G, he depend me, yo, gaga. Sabotu was he depend me, yo, gaga. Yeah, Biafra voice, 247. Love you, we love you, Roger, me blood, brother man, you know. We go Chris. Dear my God, I got Rasta man of God. Love you. Yeah. Biafra, you know. Ikuku. Bad guy, you know. Water master. Love you. I can't have a go on. I get down away with a thing. All them enemies of Biafra. Mad people everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. Whoa, whoa. struggle for a freedom. Una go the face, yeah. He depend me for you. He depend me gaga. Africans, he depend me gaga. Listen, G, he depend me gaga. Ah, he depend me gaga. Omo, he depend me gaga. I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a black man. My God. Someone